Crazy Russian Dad here, and today I want to teach a class on fractions. Yes, fractions, mathematics. So this is gonna be for children. So if you have children, bring them, or at least children of the age where knowledge of fractions still matters. Okay, so you bring them by to your phone or to your computer. My younger boy said to me the other day, he said, "Dad, you've started this channel to share your, crazy Russian fatherly wisdom on maths and homeworks and practicing musics. But instead you're talking about dentistry, Donald Trump, and I don't know, all kinds of other stuff. So you're right. So today I teach class, okay? Many kids are pushed around by fractions, okay? Like fractions is that first time, I think, in mathematics in school, and like it sort of like becomes complex, like it's sort of not fun. Well, let's make mathematics fun again. Okay, so by the way, if you already like go to some, I don't know, Russian school of mathematics and you're a little genius, you don't have to watch this, okay? But for the rest of us, okay, you can continue watching this video. First of all, why do we need fractions? Okay, well, basically you need fractions because in life you cannot always have the whole thing. Like when in my family, when we order pizza, I mean, I wish I could have the whole large pizza to myself, but I don't. I mean, I'm lucky if I get a slice. If I'm not lucky, I end up with a salad because I have two children and they're good on the uptake, as they say. Now, sometimes you don't want the whole thing. Like imagine you have a birthday and your mother buys you a chocolate cake, let's say for 20 people. I mean, if you have the whole thing, you'll end up in the hospital. You only want to have a part of it, a fraction of it. Okay, so see, knowledge of fractions can save you a trip to the hospital. Knowledge of fractions is good for your health. Okay, so that's why we need fractions, because this world is divided into many parts, basically. Okay, sort of philosophical. Okay, now next I'll tell you the biggest secret of mathematics. Okay, listen carefully. Okay, see, grown-ups and especially mathematicians, they like to give fancy names to stuff. Okay, I mean, they don't just call, there's the two parts to the fraction, if you've seen them, right? There is sort of the upstairs and the downstairs, but no, they call them the numerator and denominator. Okay, I mean, I can barely pronounce those things. So the biggest secret in life is some things you need to understand, but some things you need to remember. And we do it every day. You do it every day. Like if yesterday you met a girl and she said, "Hi, my name is, I don't know, Angela or Samantha." You have to remember her name, right? You cannot just say, "Well, I don't know, a complicated name. I'll just call you girl number 4." Well, she won't like it, right? Nobody, I mean, like, who wants to be girl number 4? No, her name is Angel. Now, granted, mathematicians usually give fancy names. So as far as names go, it would be like if you were to meet a boy and his name would be Methuselah or Balthazar. I mean, I don't know anybody like that. That's from the Bible. So sometimes you have to remember complex things. But, okay, so in maths, what's this fraction part, right? So it has two parts. I call them the upstairs and the downstairs. And then there is the dividing line between them. Okay, so the downstairs shows how many parts the whole was cut into, how many equal parts. So let's stick with my pizza example. By the way, I think I'm hungry. That's why I'm talking about pizza and chocolate cakes. So if you cut the pizza, let's say, into 6 slices, okay? Okay, then 6 goes to the downstairs, the denominator. Okay, and then how many of slices can you have? Let's say there's 6 of you. So say you have 1. Okay, that goes upstairs, the numerator. Okay, the upstairs means how many parts of the whole you can actually have. Okay, so if it's 1 upstairs and 6 downstairs, that's called 1/6. Cannot pronounce it. English much more complex to me than fractions. Okay, but basically that means you had 1 part of the 6. By the way, you already know this stuff, right? Because in everyday life you talk about half. We shared an apple, I had a half. What's this half? Half is a fraction. Okay, so don't let fractions push you around. Fractions can be and should be your friend. Okay, so please remember, there is the upstairs and the downstairs. You have to remember the name, the numerator and denominator. And then there is the dividing line. It's literally a dividing line. How many parts was the whole divided into. I mean, think of the pizza cutter thingy. You know, we have one at home. Anyway, I'm definitely ordering pizza tonight. You should too. Ask your parents to order pizza and tell them you now understand fractions. Okay? Good luck and good night.